everybody, and welcome to the 2025 Rube Goldberg Machine Contest World Championship. I was about to say give yourselves a round of applause for being here, but thank you for the enthusiasm. It is incredible. I think as you've all realized, because we have a lot of repeat contenders here, last year this was called the National Contest, and since we've upgraded to the World Championship because we now have teams from around the world competing in this amazing, incredible event. So, what an upgrade. For those of you that don't know me, I know all the teams I talk to you, but for those at home, those watching me, my name is Zach Umperovitch, and I am your MC for the day, so you get to hear my lovely voice all throughout the day. Not only that, I'm not only your MC, but, you know, we need the presentation to come back. We're gonna talk about this. Rube Goldberg is all about that. Presentation, guys. There it is. All right. Now, kind of a very weird slide to start off with, but just hear me out for a second. So, with it, not only am I your MC, but I'm also the National Contest Director. I'm the one that writes the rules, sends you the annoying emails, things like that. I'm Zach from Zach's Contraptions. I'm also the co-host of Contraption Masters on Discovery Channel, as well as I have multiple Guinness World Records for Rube Goldberg Machines. And, you know, I wrote this lovely book. I'm not looking... Weird thing, I'm not actually looking for applause, and yes, a little bit of an ego boost, and for those of you at home, that's who I am. But I have a point, and hear me out. All of this success started right here. I was a competitor in this very contest for 8 years. All of my success, everything that has ever come about in my life has come from being in this very room right here at Purdue University, being a part of this amazing contest. So if you're ever sitting there wondering why are you doing Rube Goldberg, let me tell you, you can have a future in doing this. And it's such an amazing, incredible program. I have one of the students from the Purdue team tell me that, you know, you went to a job interview and he showed him the Rube Goldberg machine and he immediately got, is that your dream job? Yep, he got the job. So, Rube Goldberg actually has a huge benefit, and I owe a lot of it to Purdue University. So, you know, we do have the Office of Future Engineers here, so if you haven't already, check them out. It's, you know what, it worked for me, it might work for you too. All right, enough about me. Why are we here? Rube Goldberg. I think all of you here know what Rube Goldberg is. For those watching at home, let me give you the definition, whereby Rube Goldberg, a comically involved, complicated invention laboriously contrived to perform a simple operation. A little bit of a wordy definition. Breaking it down into 4 parts. Basically, a Rube Goldberg machine is something that solves a simple, everyday task in a funny and or ridiculous way. Well, it's got to be a chain reaction, much like a domino effect, only way more complicated than simple dominoes. And most importantly, it's got to be made with everyday objects. That's what a Rube Goldberg machine is, and that's what all of you here have done. You've built these incredible contraptions, and we're going to see them here shortly, but I'm blown away by them. Now, all of this stems, for those of you not familiar, the name Rube Goldberg, it's kind of it's a weird name, right? I was just on Britain's Got Talent, and Simon Cowell himself could not say Rube Goldberg, and in fact asked me, why do we call it that? And guess what? It's in the dictionary. And the reason it's in the dictionary is because of this man. Rube Goldberg's a cartoonist in the early 1900s, and he was an incredible artist as well as a mild inventor that drew these crazy contraptions. And he was right on par with Walt Disney for quite a number of years. Now, he since passed in 1970, but we do have a special guest here today. Not only is she the Chief Creative Officer at the Rube Goldberg Institute, but she's the living legacy. She is Rube Goldberg's granddaughter. Will you come up and say a few words for us?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Zach. I actually met Zach here. He's right, when he was a freshman, and he is the one basically reinventing what we do at the Rube Goldberg Institute. Yes, Rube was my grandfather. I was 11 or 12 when he died, but I can't tell you how meaningful this is to me, my family, and everyone in our ecosystem and many of them are here today in the front row. First, I want to thank them, because without them, we can't do this for you guys. And we have some incredible special guests here in West Lafayette. We have the mayor here today, Aaron Easter, so we're really excited about that. We have Arvind Raman, who is the dean of the College of Engineering here at Purdue. I want to thank our friends and partners at Wonderland Education here and in Korea, and everybody else at Purdue. I mean, there's so many departments of engineering. They're all involved. The liberal arts and events services are here, and just, I can't tell you how happy I am that they are making this engine run. But most of all, the people that make this engine run are the students. So we marvel at your creativity, your sense of wonder, your sense of humor, and I give you all a round of applause. I can't wait to see what you do.
Awesome, thank you so much. Moving on, she's absolutely right. I have to thank not only the students, but we have an incredible list of sponsors, many of whom are judges here today, but two and especially that we need to thank, as well as I would love to hear from them as well. Again, we have the group from Wonderland who's co-hosting this. They're an amazing STEM group that are here in West Lafayette. Make sure to check them out if you haven't already. But we also, again, like she said, we have the mayor of West Lafayette as well as the dean of College of Engineering. And I think they want to give us a few opening remarks. So with it, can I welcome up Aaron Easter, the mayor of West Lafayette.
Thank you, Zach, and thank you to Wonderland for all of their hard work organizing this event. It is really important as we look at this ecosphere that is Purdue University that we recognize how important science and engineering and math and all of the skills that you're learning through the Rube Goldberg competition really are. It is easy to see that you can solve a problem. Some of these problems you can solve with a simple step. Last year, I take my toothbrush every day, I put toothpaste on it, I brush my teeth, sometimes with an electric toothbrush, but that is a relatively simple task. You have to know how to simply do a task in order to figure out a complex way to solve it and a creative way to solve it. And that scientific and process-based thinking is what the engineers and scientists here at Purdue University really excel at. So it's an exceptional location to hold this, this competition, our global leadership competition. But there are a few other things that our students learn through this process. They learn about teamwork. They learn about leadership. They learn how to test and fail and test and fail and continue to solve a problem. Regardless of the fact that they've failed 5 times, they're going to figure out how to successfully complete that task on the 6th. And these are all really important skills that you will take with you in any job, any career, any problem you take in the future. These things will serve you incredibly well. So I want to thank you for being here in the city of West Lafayette today. I am absolutely thrilled that we not only have a national competition, but an international one. So welcome to all of our friends from overseas who are here to compete with us today as well. I am excited to see all of your contraptions. This is truly one of my favorite things and was when I was a child watching these competitions on national television. So I am really excited to continue that, both as the mayor of the city of West Lafayette, being able to host this, but just as a curious person to see all of your contraptions come to life. So thank you and welcome and good luck to all of the teams.
Before you run off, this I want to present you with. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Wonderful words. All right, and next up, we have the wonderful Dean Arvind Raman, the Dean of the College of Engineering. So, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm really delighted to be standing here in front of you at the Rube Goldberg Machine Contest. This is now an annual tradition we are so proud about. It's a tradition that celebrates creativity. It's a celebration of innovation. It's a celebration of problem solving, the kind of problem solving that engineers do, that Boilermaker engineers do. Now, here at Purdue University, we are proud to be the largest STEM university in the country. We're also proud that this year we're celebrating Purdue Engineering's sesquicentennial. Purdue Engineering started 150 years ago, September 1874, when President Abraham Shortridge published the first engineering-wide curriculum. And then at that time, you were allowed to specialize in one of 4 disciplines. And since then, for 150 years, the Purdue Engineering brand has shown brilliantly across generations, probably 8 or 9 generations of Boilermaker engineers that have gone on to make such a huge impact on the world. In fact, when you think about it, almost every major giant leap made in America in the last 150 years has had Boilermaker engineers right behind them. Think about it. Golden Gate Bridge, Hoover Dam, human space exploration, nitrogen fertilizer upon which the entire agricultural productivity of the heartland depends, transistors, pacemakers, insulin, chips, wireless communication, television, pattern recognition, which is the foundation of artificial intelligence today. And for many in the audience, you'd be happy to know that the soft serve ice cream was also invented by Boilermaker engineers. But you know, when you think about it, when you think about what the secret sauce of the success of Boilermaker engineers has been, it consists of many different ingredients. It consists, of course, of a really rigorous education that we give them here at Purdue. But it also consists of these Boilermaker engineering values and skills that we so intentionally try to build with our students here in our community at Purdue University and Purdue Engineering. It's about aiming big. It's about the giant leap. It's about creativity. It's about teamwork. It's about having fun. Fun is important. Let's not forget it. Fun is a very important part of engineering. There you go. And as the mayor said, it's about failing but persevering. And all the teams here today have demonstrated these Boilermaker engineering values and skills in spades. So I want to congratulate each one of the teams today, because regardless of whether you win one of those checks right here at the bottom, in my mind, you've all demonstrated the Boilermaker values and skills. Thank you all for being here, and Boiler up.
Thank you so much. As well, this is for you. One for you as well. Thank you. Amazing words from both of you. Thank you so much. And Jennifer, too, all 3 of you. All right, now words for me, so that everybody is on the same page of the event. Trust me, I'll go through this quickly. So that everybody knows, again, for the World Championship, how it works, there's 4 different divisions divided by grade level, and we're gonna go through each division individually, starting with elementary and working our way through the collegiate adult division. So the first 2, elementary and middle school, those will be before lunch. The other 2 will be starting after lunch, about 12:30. From there, oh, look at that, the schedule. Amazing. So with the layout of this year's event, you'll notice that the adult division is next to the middle school division, elementary is over here, and high school. So what you can do for the audience here at home, you get to just sit there and watch and enjoy. But for the audience, we're gonna be starting right through there. Of course, there's not a lot of room, so you're more than welcome to sit here in the general seating, watch it up on the big screens, check it out. The teams will be running their machines at times that the divisions aren't running. So certainly feel free, go up to a team, ask them to run their machine. Yeah, that's what you're all here for. So you don't just have to watch it during the division runtime. From there, we have a slide that has some fun stuff. That's interesting. How it works is each team is going to be running one at a time. And then we run one at a time, starting at team number 1. They do a presentation and run. We then move on to team number 2, then team number 3, 4. Now, once we get through one round, we circle back and continue round and have them do it again. Why do we do this? Why don't we just have them run it 3 times in a row? Anybody know? Time to reset, but not only that, the core value of our entire program. Problem solving. That right there, this contest is not about perfect runs. Look at that. This contest is not about perfection. It's about solving your problems. You all saw, I'm an expert in this field. My contraptions, at best, work 1 out of 3 times, at best. You guys all have 3 chances to get your contraptions to work. And it's that critical time between run 1 and run 2, and run 2 and 3, that you have the chance to solve your problems. And that's what this contest is about. Problem solving, overcoming failures, seeing what you can do to perfect your inventions. Because that's what these are. These are inventions pretty much in the prototyping stage. And yeah, you know, they're crazy inventions, but as you can see, there's so much worthwhile that can be learned from these inventions. Now with it, again, we're just having so much luck with the slides. Like I said, it's not all about perfect runs. There are 2 different scoring categories. One which is done by the judges, which is their subjective opinions, things that they like, they don't like. Their scores are averaged. And then the referees, which are all objectively scored. Things like measuring boundaries, yes or no questions. From there, you take the scores from the judges, average. You take the scores from the referees, average. Combine them together, subtract the penalties, you're left with the final score. Whoever at the end of the day has the final score the highest wins. Simple, right? Yeah, a little bit simple, but at the same time, we have first, second, and third, but we also have a lot of amazing awards that you can all see up here as well. So we have special awards all throughout the day, including the wonderful Purdue Engineering Rube Goldberg Prize, the big giant checks that you see down below. The trophies, of course, are first through third, excuse me. And then all of the plaques are all of those special awards, including mine, which is the Contraption Master Award. Anybody notice that one? That's my homemade trophy, and that goes to one team across all 4 divisions. All other awards, every division is going to get a chance to earn one. Every division gets to earn all of those awards. Contraption Master, there's only one, because my truck only had room for 1 trophy. If you haven't already, the People's Choice Voting, that's the other award. Voting is open. There's QR codes all over the venue. I've been seeing that we already have 200 votes from around the world in the last 10 minutes. So voting is open. You vote for every single division on that. And last but not least, at the front, there is a raffle drawing whereby the books that I gave you guys, there are 5 up for grabs. So put in your names, and at the award ceremony later, we're going to draw those 5 names. You must be present to win. I think that's enough words, don't you? Yeah, I think it's time to get the show running. So at 9:30, which I haven't checked the time, oh, brilliant, we are so good. In about 10 minutes time, we are going to start the elementary division and kick off the World Championship. Thank you all so very much. Let's have a wonderful day.